Now we will go to the component and we will create a new file that we will call expensedate.js. And then after that we're going to write function dependState, and underneath, as always, you're going to put export dependState. Here's where we have it, right here. Don't forget the semicolon. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go into the expenseItem.js. We're going to take everything we have written, take from the first to the last const, we'll put it here in the expensedate. Then here you mark props, and also I have done a little mistake on the last video. Here you don't put two local string, you instead put get full year. So we're going to go back to the expense item, and here we're going to delete this. We're going to delete all the consts. There's no point in keeping them. You will understand that later. Then what you do is the same as for the const. You copy this, you delete it. We go into expense date, and they're still the same here, but before pasting it, you mark return. And there we have the div. And on the other hand, I forgot to put it here. You still put the div right there, and you put a semicolon as well. And then still here in expense item, what we're going to do is import like this. Normally it's going to put it directly if you have automatic hiding. In fact, it's to link the two pages, so we will import expense date here. It's still the same use, but it's a different way of doing it. What we are going to do is we are going to delete the last date expense. You add a slash space, and then we are going to go into the app.js. At the bottom where you put expense.item, what we're going to do, it's exactly the same. We're going to delete that, and in fact at first it's going to give us an error, but if we add a slash, that error will be gone. And then after that it's perfect, you can save. And then what we're going to do is with the expense date, here we're going to add date is equal to props.date. We will create a file in the component that will be called expensedate.css, like this. Then in the expense dates, you can enter this code there, so I'll let you copy it. We have the expense date of the months, the expense date of the years, and the expense date of the days. I'll give you time to copy all of that. Then in the expense date, at the top, we're going to mark import./expense-item.css. We are going to go into the return here, and what we're going to do is we're going to delete all that, enter the div, and in the div we're going to put class name with a capital N, expense date. Don't forget also to put the month, the year, and the day between the div. Normally, after that, it is perfect. We will meet again for the next class.